Hey, there's your Wisconsin Wine Guy, and I am back, and this is going to be a treat for sure. Okay, you see what I got in front of me? I have more of that Carr Valley creamy white semi-soft cheese, and I have this burger, beef burger, made with a combination of ground chuck and sirloin with jalapeno peppers and cheddar cheese. It's a specially made patty coming from a local store here. A friend of mine turned me on to this, and they every now and then bless me with a few patties. So I'm going to try that with this. But here's the feature. So I did a review of all of the Wagner wines, okay, and some I did with food, and I did review all the Wagner wines. So I thought I'd bring them all out. So we have the Emmolo Sauvignon Blanc, which is Jenny, the daughter, and I have the Soleil, which is the son, Charles, and then I have the Caymus, California, which is the father, Chuck. So the family lines of wines that I'm going to try with this dish, I thought I'd just go all out on this one here and see how they taste. I'm even going to try the red wine with the cheese, right? Go all out. Let me switch this order here. All right, so this can go out right, okay? So switch the order here on that. All right, so now I'm going to pour these wines up. I'm going to try it with the Carr Valley creamy semi-soft cheese on my burger. I have, all the fixings. I have a grilled onion. I have mixed greens of arugula and spinach sautéed I did this in the pan because I didn't want to go outside on the grill. I did it in the pan. So I have the spinach and arugula sautéed in the oil from the burger, and I have the onion also cooked in that. Then I have, for a condiment, I have a combination of mustard, mayo, and ketchup blended together on the spread. I like that. I was going to do avocado or guacamole spread, but I decided, let's go with this one. A semi-traditional kind of burger. And so this burger has jalapeno and cheddar cheese in it on a combination of chuck and sirloin. Let's get these wines poured. So I have the Chardonnay here, and I'm going to switch this even more. I'm going to put the other Chardonnay over here. Move the Sauvignon Blanc over to this side. You see, I'm making this up as I go, right? And so the Sauvignon Blanc is going to go like absolutely last, because that Sauvignon Blanc can be kind of strong and intimidating with the rest of the wines. So we're going to go like this instead. That's going to be the new order, all right? I just did this live right there. That's the new order. Boom. And so we have the Chardonnay here. So we did the unoaked Chardonnay with the silver. Okay. Now we're going to do the oaked Chardonnay, which is the Chardonnay Reserve. This is going to be great to do all these wines. Let me pour enough to do all these wines from the Wagner family, all laid out, and try them all with the same dishes. Now, the most interesting thing is trying, the majority of the wines, 3/4, 75% is white. White wines, right? So you would think it's going to go pretty well with the jalapeno and the cheese, right? But we're going to find out what this Cabernet is going to do. And then we're going to have the Caymus. You get that poured up. This is the California Caymus, different from the Napa Caymus. So this is sourced from different vineyards around California, including that they work with and operate. So we're talking about within the Napa Valley area. And then we're going to finish off with the Sauvignon Blanc. Now, those who've been following me know that I always do Sauvignon Blanc last because I don't want the Sauvignon Blanc to kill the flavors of everything else. Okay? Especially if the Sauvignon Blanc comes from New Zealand. All right? That acidity, the dominance of flavor, it just kills everything else that comes behind it. So I just make it a mainstay. So there we go. We're set up here. We're going to first go with the cheese. And I got a little bit of block left. I'm just going to bite the cheese and go for it. Unoaked Chardonnay. That cheese just melts on my palate. Wow. I knew that was going to be good with that. That was a no-brainer, right? Now for the oak Chardonnay. I don't know if you watched the video or not, but this is aged in both, aged in French oak, new and used. No, and aged in French oak, new and used. Goes through partially mallow. Let's get another bite. Here we go. Another no-brainer for me. I got enough cheese left. This is unusual. That cheese is steady melting. I'm gonna run out of cheese, right? This is unusual. A white, semi-soft cheese that melts in your mouth with a fruit forward type of Cabernet. Here we go. The nose test works with it. Wow. You see, most people don't think about white cheeses with a red wine or a Cabernet such as this. But I do. Stepping outside the box. Because of the fruit quality there, because of the acidity that's there, I thought it would go fantastic with the cheese. Because the cheese is still protein, but it has a lot of flavor to it as well. I thought it would be a great match. That went very good together. Salud. Wow. Now, last but not least, will be the Sauvignon Blanc. This is the whole family right here. What an opportunity. That was a no-brainer too. If you already watched the review for the Emmolo Sauvignon Blanc, you know they went well together. But it's a no-brainer. So, here's the part we've all been waiting for. I want to apologize in advance for the animalistic behavior I'm going to have when I jump into this burger multiple times to have it with the wine. Okay? With the different wines. We got 4 wines here. So maybe like 3 or 4 bites. Here we go. Man. That's a serious burger. Going down the line, I love Chardonnay. That was interesting. Because I wasn't quite sure how that was going to work because of the meat itself. However, because of the tanginess and those condiments, spicy mustard, mayo, and ketchup, it actually works. Can't forget about the jalapeno that's in that burger as well. That did really good. I'm surprised. That's a thumbs up for sure. Wow. Very surprised at that. Now for the part oak age, part mallow type of Chardonnay. Make sure I get enough meat here. That was pretty messy. But if you're old school like me, a messy burger is a good burger. There we go. Nose is nice. Wow. That worked also. I forgot to tell you about the sauteed arugula and spinach on here too. Wow. That's pretty good. It brings out that subtle richness of the Chardonnay here and cleanses the palate. Nice. You're thinking because it's a beef burger. However, it has jalapeno in it and cheese. Right? Acidity, cheese, cleans the palate. Right? Cuts through the protein. 2 wines left. So far, we're at 50%. Yeah, I like that. Rinse. Mm. Another one? Mm. Sauvignon Blanc, or say Cabernet Sauvignon and Sauvignon Blanc. Go to the inside. Rumor has it that the parentage from Sauvignon or Cabernet Sauvignon is Sauvignon Blanc and Cabernet Franc. So quite naturally, I put those two wines together. Because you know that Cabernet can have that intensity, like the intensity exists in the Sauvignon Blanc, but still carries the fruit that exists in a Cabernet Franc. All these Francs and Blancs, Francs, Blancs, Blancs, Francs, right? So here we go. Our next bite. What's the right place to take it? Right here. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Time for a new napkin. California Cabernet from Caymus. Gotta watch the video to discover what I thought about it. Here we go. Mm. Works with the nose, just like these two. Mm. Wow. Now, without saying too much from the review, there's certain elements of this wine that I thought would hinder its ability to pair with foods. But it's just enhanced with this dish. Oh, wow. There's just something extra that happens in the finish when you swallow the wine, and that is almost the caramelization or the toastiness of the barrel. Wow. I'm like speechless. I did not expect that finish. That did pretty good. And it's good acidity. All these wines have good acidity, which is great when you're having food. One more taste, because that was like, wow. I didn't know how it would quite go with the jalapeno in this burger. But that did pretty good. Last but not least, it's going to be the Sauvignon Blanc. Now, if you watch the review of the Sauvignon Blanc in the food pairings, I did a red sauce with the Sauvignon Blanc, and it worked great together. You should try it yourself. But don't buy pre-packaged tomato sauce that's going to have sugar added to it. Make your own. You know, with naturally sweetened tomatoes from nature, or whatever level of sweetness there is. Make your own marinara sauce or chunky tomato sauce and have it with Sauvignon Blanc. You'll be surprised. So let's get a bite. This burger is falling apart. This is like a nice medium burger. See that? Wow. Here we go. I gotta find a good place to bite and go right here. Mm. This is the way people eat. They mix all sorts of flavors together. So when you're mixing flavors and you try it with wine, it's for real. Here we go. Mmm. I'll put a little char or crunchiness on there too. Mmm. You can taste that. This is so good. This is wine munchies, y'all. Sauvignon Blanc. Nose test works. Mm. Wow. So, I'm going to be honest. Again, I had a feeling that would work, and I'll tell you why. One, the jalapeno. The cheese and the burger itself, acidity is great. It's all about the jalapeno in this one here. There's some Sauvignon Blancs in my time that I tasted that had like that jalapeno fruit tangy taste to it, which you'll find in some Sauvignon Blanc. And in fact, more specifically at that time, it was Sauvignon Blanc from Spain. Maybe different now, but at that time, it was Sauvignon Blanc from Spain. And I thought, oh my God, this tastes like jalapeno. I think I had one from Australia too. It tastes like jalapeno, straight out. So when not that this tastes like jalapeno, but I thought it's a Sauvignon Blanc. I think it's going to go great with this. And you know what? It did its job. It stood up. If I can get this open, I can pour some more. It stood up and did its job to stand up against this burger. This is red meat, right? But it's red meat with additions. We're talking about, you know, blended in with the meat is cheddar cheese and jalapeno and other spices, you know, but this is great. And then the condiments, you know, the mixed greens, the bitter greens, and the spinach, the arugula, and the onion, which gives a little bit of sweetness when it's cooked. Ketchup, mustard, mayo. There's a lot going on here with this burger. I'm going to take another bite and try it again. This is red meat. Wow. So back here again. Wow. Oh, wow. Let's see if I get that extra finish that I got earlier. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. All of these wines did well with the same dish. How rare is it that I can have different varietals, different styles, and try it with the same dish? Wagner family wines. This is Wisconsin Wine Guy saying, as always, that you're proud to be the guy. I'm going to finish up my meal here. I'll see you next time. This was fantastic. Ciao!